South Haven Christian. It's the Patriots. Michael, we've got a fun one on our hands.
Yes, we do. We got PAC, who always bring some size and intensity, and then you've got South Haven, who just well-disciplined, well-coached team. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
As we get both teams meeting in the middle here, talking things over. We had a chance to watch warm-ups as well. So this is kind of the first look at both of these teams where we'll be able to see kind of what they can do as they go on towards the rest of the season. A lot of good hands on that Panthers side. We saw them warming up, doing some passing drills. You got a lot of talent. You've got a lot of skill. And looking on the other side, it looks like you got a lot of speed and size as well. So as we go on this game, this will kind of be a portal to what we'll see throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah, you've got South Haven bringing in a handful of seniors, even more juniors. It's a very junior-heavy team. So they've got experience over there, and they've always been well coached. Then you've got PAC bringing in not as many returning necessarily, but guys that have been in the program. So it'll be interesting to see how they've progressed over the last summer and spring, and looking forward to this game and how it plays out for us.
Absolutely, especially when you have a lot of guys who are more on the younger side. Sometimes you lack discipline, but sometimes you can kind of see players mature and peek through as the game goes on. Even in the beginning, maybe they might make a mistake. As looks like we'll have Panthers electing to receive there. As we get set here for kickoff, apologize for the delay. There was a bit of harsh weather, with a little bit of a lightning delay earlier on. As y'all know, Tennessee, the weather can be a bit unpredictable.
Yeah, most definitely. I've always referred to it as bipolar.
Yeah.
The Weather Channel tell you one thing and wants to do the exact opposite half the time.
So this is the 4th annual Black Bear Brawl. I was here last year. That was a lot of good football play. We saw a really entertaining game against Southern Christian and then the Mississippi Tornadoes. As we'll get prayer and anthem. Now we're ready for some football. We got an exciting day of football. I'm just happy we can actually start. The weather's delayed. What is going to be hopefully a very exciting game. You have two very talented teams who are going to be going at it. So let's look at our starting lineup. So it looks like Patrick Bennett will be starting at quarterback for the Panthers. So I apologize. South Haven will start with the football as the PAC Panthers. They will be deferring to start things off. So this is, again, our first look at what these teams can bring to the table this year.
Yeah, but as we start this year, I mean, South Haven's bringing back Cade Atkinson, who's their Mr. Do-All pretty much on offense and defense. The guy can run the ball. He can catch the ball. On defense, he is a tackling machine. It'll be interesting to see how his senior year goes. I know a lot of teams are glad he's a senior this year, but he's always exciting to watch. And then on the other end for PAC, we have Kyle McFarland and Evan Watt, both of which are corners on defense, and they play receiver. Kyle's coming back from an ACL injury, so I'm excited to see how his recovery's gone and how he performs today.
As Henry Bennett has kind of a knuckleball as he kicks that one back there. And this one is a pretty nice return. He gets to the 50. He's still going. Will he keep going? They bring him down all the way at their own 28-yard line. What an incredible run. That was number 27, as there's a flag on the play. We'll see what it is. Looks like it was at the spot of the tackle. And what an incredible run there, Michael.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he just had that seam open up right on the sideline and just took it through.
We'll see what the call is here. Now, I wish we had the ref mics out here up again. I know that was fun when we had that last year. We can kind of hear what the refs were saying. We just had to make sure the refs knew they were also mic'd up so they weren't caught off guard. And we'll see how far they move this one back, and they'll.
Looks like an unsportsmanlike on South Haven.
So 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Still a pretty great spot to start with that football.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're on the positive side. So playbook's completely open. Let's see what they do here on this first play.
Our receivers lined out to the right and to the left. And we were talking to Panthers coaching staff before this game, said they're really going to try to watch that defense. That's a beautiful tackle from number 24 on the Panthers. Gavin Taylor, the junior. He brings down Sam Hill.
Yeah, he got through there quick. That was very quick off the line.
Yeah, it looks like that first play didn't work out so well. I mean, again, though, what a good read by the defense. We were just talking about how disciplined this defense was on the Panthers side. When you have these rainy games, sometimes the passing game, it could struggle. That ball might get slick after being on the ground a couple times. This is going to be a pass, and it is lofted. It's a little too much sauce on the ball for number 5, Peyton Sliger. That was a nice drawn-up play, though. I mean, he had him there for a split second. I mean, he was kind of had him on his tail there, but that ball was just a little overthrown.
Yeah, he had a good step on him. Just a little off on the delivery.
This is going to bring us to 3rd down. Sam Hill in the pocket. He's going to hand it off. This is going to be a beautiful play to the outside. He'll make a cut, and he'll get through. He's still going. Spins. Brought down right at the 6-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down. Beautiful run there. Cade Atkinson, he was able to break free and use that sideline to his advantage.
Remember when I said at the beginning of the game, he's your do-everything. The boy can run the ball.
Oh, absolutely, and especially when you get blocking like that. That's just a clear lane, and what a place. The first big chunk gain of the day comes from a run play right there. Let's see what they do here.
Wouldn't be surprised if they go right back to Cade.
May as well. I mean, it seemed to work the first time. Couldn't hurt to go back at him a second. So Sam Hill will take this one himself, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the goal line.
Hill takes it on the power carry all the way down the 1 yard line.
So the Patriots, they'll be at the 1. What do you think they're thinking here, Mike?
I mean, why not run it in and get it in the end zone that way? It's worked for you the last 2 plays when the passing game wasn't. You had to sack the first drop back, and then you had that incompletion on the second.
Absolutely, and what I love to see from teams, especially in football, is consistency. Some may find it boring, but you don't want to get a couple of plays that are working and try to switch it up with something that doesn't seem to be working, although it's fairly early on in this game. And Hill will run this one in. They'll push and shove, and they'll get him in. That's 6. Patriots, they strike first.
Sam Hill gets it on the second effort. Touchdown, Patriots.
I have a feeling you're going to see a lot from that run game this afternoon.
Yeah, you know, I do like the QB draw. I think it is important to mix it up every now and then. You don't want to rely too heavy on it because after, you know, a couple of plays, it does bring a little bit of wear and tear on the quarterback's body.
Absolutely, but you do it just often enough, you can get the defense on their toes, especially with a quarterback that can run it. When those linemen are trying to guess whether to pass rush or to plug the gaps for the run, you have an extra second to find a seam. It makes a world of difference.
Here's Hill here. He's got Schroeder out to his left, but they'll go at it right there again, and that's Atkinson. And we'll run it in for the 2-point conversion. So Patriots get up in this game early, 8-0. We're going to go to a quick break here. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. You're watching 8-man football here at the Black Bear Brawl. And we're back here. That's going to be an onside kick. It's not going to work out, though. Doesn't get enough distance on it. So they were going to try to get that ball back. Bit of an aggressive approach here early for the Patriots. But now we'll get a look to see what Patrick Bennett and company can do for the Panthers.
Absolutely. It's important that they come out with this drive and just match that same intensity.
So I'm excited to see if we're going to get a lot of running or if we're going to get a lot of throwing, you know, because of the nature of the weather. That ground's still pretty wet as it was raining for the past 2.5 hours. You do want to be careful. That ball can get slick, and you do not want to risk a fumble or a ball tipped high up into the air, especially with this Patriots team, the way they're playing. So they're being very aggressive. Here's Bennett. He'll take the snap. He'll fumble it for a second. There's his man, but he overthrows him. So just like that, you got to be careful. That ball can be slick as Bennett, he fumbles it a bit on the first play.
Yeah, that bobbled snap, I mean, that just leads to inconsistent footwork, so he's not going to get set to be able to drive that ball in there on that short route like he needs to.
I mean, another factor, I don't even want to call it nerves, but almost more of excitement. You know, you go so long without playing a game, you just want to get back out there. And, you know, there's first early game jitters. You start to settle into your position a little more. So we've got 3 receivers lined out to the left. Nice formation here is Bennett. He'll pass again. He has his man. It's caught. Looks like a little bit of a 4 to 5 yard gain. It's number 9, Evan Watt. We'll get a third down here. So the Panthers going with the passing plays early on in this game, contradictory to what we've seen with the Patriots. Nice little pickup there from Evan Watt, the senior, standing at 6 foot, 166 pounds. We were talking to the coach before the game. He runs a 4.7. Pretty impressive for a senior in high school. This is going to be a nice run. Oh, it's tripped up. That is a touchdown-saving tackle there.
Yep, he had that seam wide open right up the middle of that line.
He was gone if he didn't get that tackle. What a play there from Schroeder. Well, the Panthers did what you need to do, and that's get positive yardage. They've got the first down.
Yep, not every play has to be a house call, man. Just moving the chains, keep the drive going, eat away some of that clock on against a team that likes to run it themselves. Can't complain about it.
Fundamentally good, smart football. It's a game of chess, especially in football. You got to drop the right plays. You got to make sure everyone's on the same page. Right now, we got a little drive led by Patrick Bennett. Going for the run there. That one's stopped just short. Caden Lowe, the junior, with the carry. So 2nd and 5. Get some fresh legs out there. Slow but steady. Right now we've seen some very disciplined plays here from the Panthers out of Columbia, South Carolina. That's a nice catch, brought down by number 24, Gavin Taylor, the junior.
And another first down play.
Number 24, Taylor with a catch. Number 27, Starnes with a stop. But that's good enough for a first down, Panthers.
So we'll get another first down as this drive continues. That crossing route over there on that left-hand side seems to be working really well for the Panthers. We'll get a run here. Brought down. That was Silas Cook. He's also a junior.
Cook on the carry. Stopped right about the line of scrimmage by Atkinson. It'll be 2nd down and 9 to go.
So they'll get a yard on that play. And slowly but surely, they are creeping their way over to the goal line.
Slow and methodical will get it for you.
As they'll send Caden Lowe in motion. Fake pitch. This one's going to be taken by Bennett. He's not going to get far as he's brought down by number 12, Sam Hill, the quarterback for South Haven, making it happen on both sides.
Yep, South Haven's got quite a few that are going to go both ways, and for a quarterback to stick his nose in there like that and make a tackle, I mean, what more can you ask for? He's a competitive guy.
Absolutely. Really gritty, if you will. I mean, he was taking those QB draws on the other side when they were on offense. So he's a guy who can take a hit. He can also deliver a hit.
Absolutely, but you got to be careful. I mean, he starts taking too many of them. You don't want him sticking his nose in there too much. But the way that kid's built, I think he can take it.
Here's Bennett. Get his guy in motion. Pump fakes. Lofts one up in the air. That one's a little too high. And it looks like it was Gavin Taylor asking for a flag there. It looks like there was a little pulling on the jersey. I just don't think they're going to give it to him.
No, when it's that far over his head, I mean, that's uncatchable anyway. They're not going to give you a penalty on that.
As fast as these guys are, I mean, that's one where you got to be the Flash to catch up to that football.
Absolutely. Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th and 9.
So it's a bold decision here. Although, again, with these conditions, not a bad move. You may as well. And he's wide open. Well, he grab it. He just can't bring it down.
Right through his hands.
He had him. Caden Lowe was looking at a first down and very good yardage. That's going to be a turnover on downs. So South Haven, they will complete the stand and get that ball back and look to get back to work with Sam Hill, who has been balling so far. He was balling on that first drive.
Absolutely. Between him and Cade, that's who moved the ball. I mean, you had Sam on the run, Cade on a run, and then quarterback puts it in for the touchdown.
We'll see if we get any more of the supporting cast for South Haven on this drive, see if they mix it up. Most importantly, we'll see if they start to throw the ball more. Here's Hill. He's looking to throw. He lofts one up in the air, and it is called a flag on the play. So that's going to be pass interference. As Schroeder, he looked like he was trying to break free, and that flag's going to be called on number 4, Liam McConney. Excuse me, Liam McConaughey. So that's going to be, oh no, they're going to call it, I'm not sure what the ref called there, Michael.
I'm not sure either.
I thought he did call pass interference, but I guess they did move up a little bit. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a lot more yardage than that, but we'll see. That was a good throw by Sam Hill. Had a lot of loft on. He's going to go for it again, though. Nice cutback and a beautiful catch. No, they're going to call it incomplete.
Said he didn't have possession of it.
Yeah. I mean, he brought it down a little weird, but a good effort. So 2nd and 10 now for Sam Hill and the crew. Now we're seeing a little bit of everything from the Panthers, kind of diversifying that playbook, really showing us everything out there. And he can throw the ball well. These DBs, though, on the Panthers, they were telling us that they're very fast, they're very quick, also really good hands. This is going to be a run, good cut, better tackle there inside. It'll be a nice little 4-yard gain for Cade Atkinson.
Yeah, props to South Haven for trying to get their pass game going. That way they're not just one-dimensional on the run. But if it's working,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Although I do like what you're saying. I mean, sometimes you just have to throw it out there, literally. Just try to get the passing game going. It kind of can mess with the mind of the defense a little bit. Just let them know you're not only a run team, as we'll get another run from Atkinson here. He'll cut through. He'll get some good yards. Still on his feet as he stumbles his way over the 40-yard line and gets the first down. So that's a gain of 9, but it's going to be a first down for the Patriots, and they are moving the chains.
Yep, Atkinson found a hole and hit it hard. That's what he's good at. He's been doing that for a while now. So I'm not surprised to see it not change as he's a senior.
So what we haven't seen so far on this drive is a Sam Hill rush attempt. You got to be careful if you're this defense. Not only do you want to watch the throw now in Atkinson, you still got to be careful and cautious of Sam Hill, who can really run that ball well. And he's not afraid to take a hit. We'll see if they go with that here. I wouldn't be surprised if they do on a first down. Yep, and there they go. As he'll cut to the outside, still on his feet. He gets positive yards.
Just when it looks like he's starting to fall backwards, he finds a way to pick up positive yards.
Carry by Hill, stacked up and dropped by Dylan Stack.
So I've noticed a pattern now. Every 4 to 5 plays, they'll go for that QB draw. So it looks like they're running through a cycle. They did it right off the rip a couple times in the first drive, but since they were around the 20-yard line on that first drive, they've been kind of going through that same cycle. We'll see if it lasts. I'll take note of it. Wouldn't be surprised if they go for the throw here. And they do. They got a man open. He is way too fast for the defense, and he is going to find his way in the end zone. It's Cannon Carter. He took that one to the house. What a beautiful play, but there's a flag on the play.
That was beautiful execution on the bubble pass.
It's going to be on the sideline. So that goes back to discipline. You got to be careful if you're the Panthers. You don't want to get those costly penalties. But right now, rather than a costly penalty, a costly lack of defense. So they'll go for the 2-point conversion here, as they did again. Don't think it's going to be another Sam Hill. I think they'll go again with Cannon Carter here. Looks like it'll be a handoff on the inside. Oh, no, they will go for a throw here. And that is almost picked off. Fans not happy with that. They look. Oh, there is a flag on the play. Okay. Yeah, Michael, it looked like pass interference.
I don't know. From my angle, it looked like he tripped over the DB's feet.
Yeah, the fans will have to agree with you as they think it was. They think he tripped. It is very much a possibility, too. So here's Hill. He's got Schroeder lined out to his right. Be careful for him. They could try to float one to him. He looks like a taller guy down there. It looks like he does have the size advantage on the DB. They'll looking to throw. Sam Hill has got a man wide open, and guess who it is? It's Cade Atkinson, left alone. They get the 2-point conversion, and it is 16-0. Folks, don't go anywhere. We will be right back. You're watching the Black Bear Brawl here in Gatlinburg. Attempt. South Haven looks to try to recover it, and they won't. The Panthers will jump on it.
Well, that was a better attempt than the first one.
Absolutely. I mean, at least that one traveled some distance.
Yeah. First one only went 6 yards.
It'll be first down and 10 to go Panthers on a 45.
And it wasn't much, but way to get on that ball. Silas Cook making sure he does not allow a second bounce, letting the Panthers get the ball back, as they have done so good at converting on those plays throughout this game.
Our hands team's underrated, especially in high school football.
It's not easy to hold on to a football, I'll tell you that.
Definitely not, especially when it's bouncing almost like a knuckleball off the turf.
And still a little slick out there, too, as we've seen a lot of drop passes today. So here's Bennett. He'll hand it off, and that play will be broken up very quickly by guess who? It's the quarterback, Sam Hill.
Like I said, he's not afraid to stick his nose in there. He, you know, much like conducting that offense, he knows exactly, it seems like he knows exactly where the ball's going to be from that linebacker spot.
Right now, it looks like it's the Samathon, because it has been all Hill today. He is dominating on both sides of the ball, kind of everywhere at once.
Looks like the officials are having an issue with the football.
Well, we are dealing with the Patriots here, so you never know. And it looks like maybe they're asking for another one, and they will grab another one, so look to make sure they just get the right ball out there on the field. So the ref looks like he doesn't like those lighter brown ones. He's going to go for the darker brown one. Still not happy with the texture of the ball. Could be a leather issue, or it could be a laces issue. It definitely could be. I wish I could read the ref's lips there. He said something about the laces. Well, it looks like we're back to playing football. And we're back to the game. So now that we know the football works, we can get going here. Bennett will send his man in motion. Take the snap. It's going to be a throw, hold, and dangerous pass right inside. Atkinson definitely could have picked that off.
Third down and 14.
Now, Michael, I don't know about you, but right now Bennett looking a little hesitant when he goes to step back to throw that ball.
He's looking quite a bit uncomfortable. I mean, that could just be the first game jitters, but he's got to settle in if he wants to start completing these passes down the field.
And I don't want to put all the blame on him. Definitely could be a scheme issue. Maybe he's just not really feeling the plays. Maybe the plays just don't seem to be working. It looks like when they do step back to throw, everything really looks covered. I'd like them to go back a little to that little short slant there they were using on the left side. We'll see if maybe they go to Gavin Taylor here on a little slant pass.
I think South Haven's going to bring some heat off the edge.
And that one, again, it's just a lot of pressure. And you see Gavin Taylor visibly upset with the plays. They cannot seem to get anything going, but there's a flag on the field. We'll see what the referees call. It's going to be an offsides on the offense, though. So that'll set them back farther a little more.
South Haven is going to decline it for fourth down.
I mean, right now, South Haven, they look confident on offense, of course. I mean, they've got 16 up on the board in the first quarter, but I think they look even more confident on defense.
Absolutely. They look like they're already mid-season, and I just think that goes back to the coaching staff and how they prepare them coming in.
They definitely have the Panthers rattled here. They've got a handful. Once again, the Panthers from Columbia, South Carolina. The beautiful state of South Carolina. And they'll punt this one away. Nice punt, though. He got a good spiral on it. And what a punt. We'll see if they can get there in time to pick it up. And they cannot. Oof. Gavin Taylor. He almost knocked that one back and kept it in play. But I want to talk about that punt. That was incredible.
Oh, that was beautiful.
You cannot get anything better than there. And
There
surprise,
seems to be
surprise.
a late flag as PAC was walking off the field.
Yeah. We've seen more penalties in this game than we've seen in the World Cup, and that's saying a lot.
Personal foul. Another 15 yards just handed to South Haven right there.
You got to be careful. I mean, self-inflicted penalties, a lot of the times, that's what kills a program. You get frustrated, you make silly mistakes, and you give a talented team the football in decent position. So Sam Hill and friends will look to get something going. But we'll get a timeout here before we get any more action. Folks, once again, don't go anywhere. You are watching the 2026 Black Bear Brawl. Well, after the timeout there, we'll see if maybe the Panthers can regroup, and we'll also get to see if maybe the South Haven Patriots will get to keep putting that pedal to the metal. Beautiful rainy day here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Those clouds swallowing up the beautiful mountains of eastern Tennessee and Appalachia. What a place to play football. Sam Hill, he's going to pitch this one off to his right-hand side. Beautiful run. That's going to be a nice little 15 to 20-yard gain there. 20-yard gain's generous, maybe about 15 to number 27, Jackson Starnes.
Looks like 12.
I was way too generous then.
Nope, they're going no huddle here.
I like it. Keep it going.
Yeah, you already got them back on their heels. Why not just keep adding to it?
Another thing, football is a game of tempo. So they'll try to draw the defense off sides. Look like the Panthers, they're not biting. We get a lot of motion from the Patriots here. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. So you see Sam Hill, he's fired up. He loves his team, how they're getting things going. But it's a 16-0 ball game here at Gatlinburg Pittman High School in eastern Tennessee. What a first period of action. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be back here shortly for the second.
27-yard line.
We're back here for the second quarter of play. So once again, Sam Hill has been dealing. What I really like is the motion that they've started to install in their offense as this game goes on. So here's Hill dropping back. He'll launch a beautiful one to a wide open Atkinson. Folks, that's a touchdown.
Yeah, you're not going to get any better than that. That connection right there is next level.
53 yards and a score.
I mean, that's what you call blown coverage from where I'm from, but Atkinson, just nobody by him. He broke free in stride. Beautiful throwing ball. It's easy to they don't talk about how hard it is sometimes to hit an open target because you're almost shocked about how wide open a guy can get that you just don't even really look and you can just overthrow it. But that ball was thrown perfectly to Atkinson in stride. So it looks like they'll go for the 2-point conversion here, trying to make it a 24-0 football game. And Hill looking. He'll roll out to his right. Ooh! Well, that's going to be intercepted over there in the end zone. Now, if Hill was able to pull off that throw, I would have been incredibly impressed. I didn't know he had wheels like that to kind of roll out in the pocket. He just threw that one a little far to his right. It's going to be another flag on that. No, excuse me, no flag. Apologies for that.
Yeah, that across the body as you're moving throw is not an easy one to complete. It takes a really skilled arm. Not that I don't think he doesn't have it, just by the time the end of the season comes, he'll be able to hit those pretty regularly. I think.
Yeah. He looked a little overstimulated, too, on that play. He had a lot going on that right side of the end zone. And he was kind of running around like a chicken with his head cut off. But he was able to escape the pressure pretty well, and he rifled that one right to the defense. But the idea was there. I really liked the pocket escaping ability there from Hill.
Absolutely. I mean, he's already shown us, in the first quarter that he has wheels. He can use them, and he's not afraid to. But what I really like is the fact he's looking at extending the play, not just taking off and running like a lot of mobile quarterbacks try to do.
That's the important thing. And, I almost see that as there's another onside kick. And I think this is almost a scare tactic, trying to see if PAC will drop the ball. And looks like they don't. So it's a good catch there from number 3, Michael Rardin. Another senior on this Panthers team.
First down and 10 to go, Panthers from the 44-yard line.
So Patrick Bennett still steering the wheel for this Panthers offense. So far, they've been stuck in traffic because they have not been able to get anything going. This defense has been absolutely smothering.
No, they've got to get something moving or they're going to just be overwhelmed the rest of the game.
And even if it's a steady run game and slowly creep back into it, you just don't want to get too ahead of yourself here. So here's Bennett. They'll hand it off. There you go. Little things like that just slowly chip away.
Yeah, they've got plenty of time to still stick to the game plan. They don't have to turn around and try to throw it every play. I mean, we're only in the second quarter. Just tighten up on defense a little bit, get some confidence in that offense, and I really think this will become a competitive game.
And if I just saw the correct hand signal that the coach gave Bennett, I assume they're going to go off another run here. I think they're going to try the same thing. Do something is exactly right. And there's the run again. And there you go.
Another decent gain. And see, you're staying even with the change. You're looking at 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4. I mean, completely manageable. You don't have to throw it deep. You can still run it if you want. You have options here.
Yeah, they shouldn't be scared to even go with even though the run seems to be working. I know we haven't forgotten the very start of the game they were going for that little slant, hitting their guys, kind of cutting inside. I think you got to throw here. South Haven's going to be really pressuring that middle. I think you go to Gavin Taylor here if you're the Panthers. And there you go. That's a nice throw and catch, but it looks like they're short about a yard or two. He went to Evan Watt there.
Just couldn't get his feet underneath him. Now the question is, do you go for it here? Do you have faith in that quarterback and the running back to get you just a couple more yards?
Looks like they will go for it here. You know, if I'm the Panthers, I wouldn't be opposed to punting it because their punter's pretty incredible. Number 16 on their squad, Henry Bennett, who also serves as their backup quarterback. They're going to go for it here. And they'll look to throw, and it's Gavin Taylor drops it.
And he was open. He had to step on that defender. If he just brings that in, he might still be running.
That's a ball you have to bring in. I also think, though, that's a ball you got to throw a little bit more in front of him. That ball was a little behind him because he had to kind of go up for that one. But an unfortunate play there for the Panthers. You get a guy open, and you just see the frustration in the coaches' faces down there.
Yeah, I'm still on this. I mean, it doesn't look like the quarterback's comfortable enough to set his feet and truly throw the ball. He's got to find a way to get a little bit of confidence here under his feet. But now let's see if this defense can stop this Patriots offense.
And the Patriots, we'll see if they try to mix it up here. And Sam Hill, he looks very comfortable in the pocket. He's going to loft this one up, and it is going to be caught and brought in, and that's going to be a touchdown. Back-to-back plays. First play of the drive scores. And right now, Sam Hill is looking like Tom Brady out there, rocking that number 12 in the Patriots jersey.
Yeah, that was a beautiful set and throw right over the shoulder, right where you want it to be, right in the breadbasket. And that was a great catch.
And just the ability to track that ball, too. I mean, he was watching that ball the entire time, not giving up on the play.
Patriots will go for 2.
So they're going to go for 2 again, looking to make this a 30-0 ball game. As this game goes on, Sam Hill is starting to look incredibly confident.
Absolutely. He's already looking like it's midseason. Like he's got a few games underneath him. There are no preseason jitters here.
They'll go for the run, and it looks like they'll trip him up, and they won't get it. They don't. So a little something positive going on for the PAC defense as they get a stop there. So 28-0 ball game here in the second period, halfway through it. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will return shortly. You're watching the 2026 Gatlinburg Black Bear Brawl. It's caught, and what a hit there from Atkinson. And a better job to recover the ball by Cook. There's a late flag. Very late flag. I don't know if I agree with that one. So Cook is going to get up, and looks like the athletic trainer is going to have to wait another day to help someone out. She was ready. She was ready, waiting over there. Yeah, I don't know. It was a very late flag. I did not think they were going to call anything on that, Michael. And then we came over. It looked like a pretty clean hit.
Yeah, it looked like they waved it off.
Yeah, that's
So they must have been thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Better job though, to just hold on to that football. I would have let that go.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I would have been right on the back of that little golf cart with the urgent care.
Well, they say they waved it off, but they walked it out.
Yeah, so they'll get pretty decent yardage there. Was that Sam Hill on the hit?
I didn't see exactly who it was. I'm sorry.
I'm not, if it was, geez, this kid can really play. This kid loves football. Well, here's Bennett. He's going to look to throw. He's got a man open. He's got the step. It's caught, and then he's going to break free. Touchdown, Panthers.
Yep, that was Evan Watt, one of the guys we were told to watch out for. Makes a big play right when they needed it.
And that's got to be a confidence booster, not only for Watt and the Panthers, but for Bennett. I mean, now your quarterback, he's got a little pep in his step. That's got to feel good. It's like seeing the ball go through the hoop.
Yeah, he needed something to give him some confidence. And that right there, you couldn't have dialed it up better.
I mean, what a play. And that ball, it wasn't exactly hitting him in stride, but Watt just had such a large step on him, able to bring that one in, break free, and once he catches it with a couple yards of space, you're not going to catch that guy.
Demonstrated that speed you were talking about earlier.
Here's Bennett dropping back. He's going to look. He has a man wide open, a delayed throw, but it's caught. They're going to score. Look at the two-point conversion. So now 28-8 ball game. The Panthers showing a little bit of a sign of life.
Your first real game of the season. Sometimes it takes a little bit to wake up, and I think they did it just at the right time.
Well, if you like offense, this is the game for you because we have quite the entertaining game on our hands, Michael.
Absolutely. This is the game we signed up to be here for.
And Bennett, for a split second, I don't think he saw the open man over there in the end zone for that two-point conversion, but he was able to kind of regain his footing as he was falling away, just lofted one up there. And
yeah, that was number 82, Caden Lowe. He had to flag him down a little bit, but hey.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
He eventually saw him and got him the ball, and that's all that matters.
So the Panthers will look to kick here. And here's Bennett. He's going to boot this one over the head of number 27, Jackson Starnes. So we'll get a first down coming up for the Patriots. So let's see how Sam Hill can respond. And that is 3 back-to-back touchdowns right there on the first drive.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, for the PAC Patriots, we want to see that energy translate from the offense to the defense and for them to get something going. Rather it's pressure on Sam Hill, which they've got to start getting, or just keeping up and holding on to these receivers. But they've got to do something here.
It's got to translate. Football, it's almost like you have 4 teams out there on the field when you play. Both teams have an offense and a defense. So you got to make sure everybody's in communication with another. You have to keep an eye on Sam Hill, and you have to get back and not allow his receivers to break free. Here's a handoff. It's Atkinson. Atkinson, he's going to get a yardage. He's still going. Here's Atkinson to the 50. He's to the 40. He's still on his feet. He steps out of bounds right around the 38-yard line. What a run, and that is not what you want to do if you're the Panthers.
No, but that's the dynamic that Cade Atkinson brings as a runner. He finds that seam. He's good with his feet. He's going to hit it, and he's going to make you regret it if you try to tackle him. Seen him make way too many defenders just look silly.
As he was tight-roping the sideline right there. Tight-roping the sideline right there. The words did not just come out of my mouth properly, but what I can tell you is the offense is translating properly for the Patriots. Here's Schroeder lining up on the right-hand side. They're playing tight coverage on him. Here's Hill. It's going to be another handoff to Atkinson. Atkinson, he is hard to bring down. The Panthers need the whole team just to do it. He's going to get himself 6 to 8 yards there on the run.
Yep, just another first down run for him.
Now it's like taking candy from a baby. Panthers having a very hard time trying to bring down Cade. I mean, he can really run the football, and he holds on to it well.
Yeah, absolutely. His whole high school career, I don't think he has many fumbles at all.
You know, it's an important skill, especially college scouts they look for. I mean, not only do they look for speed, hands, but can you hold on and protect that football? I mean, a large chunk play is nothing if you fumble and give it to the other team.
Absolutely. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if you see Hill run this ball here.
Absolutely. Nice little pitch to the outside. Starnes, he'll stay on his feet, make a nice move, and he's brought down. He picks up a couple himself. Looks like they're giving Hill a little bit of a break here.
Starnes with a gain of about 5 right there. It'll be second down and 5 to go.
So the Patriots continuing where they left off. They've put a nice little pretty drive together as we approach the halfway point here in this second quarter. They love going with Schroeder on the far left or far right side. Let's see what they do here. Hill. He's going to run this one. Nice little stutter step to avoid the negative yardage. He's going to stay on his feet and run in. He's going to pick up positive yards. That's going to be a first down as he gets past that marker.
Hill gets about 10 on the play. It'll be a first down in the red zone.
Yeah, PAC's got to do something up front. They're leaving gaps in the middle, and they're not containing the edge very well. They need to make an adjustment here. South Haven's going to continue to just run all over them.
Yeah, with the rate it's looking, you really have to keep an eye on that edge. Because every time they're cutting to the outside, if you notice, besides maybe Sam Hill, and especially when they get into the end zone and red zone territory, they're not really looking to go inside. They're looking to escape and look for the outer right pocket. So you got to keep a spy on him and make sure he doesn't get there. There's a run through the middle, so I just contradicted myself. And they're going to score. That's Jackson Starnes doing exactly what I said they don't do, and he's going to run into the end zone. He's going to get 6 himself. It'll be 34-8 in favor of the Patriots.
Yeah, this isn't the defensive response that PAC really needed. But props to South Haven. They turned around and answered the bell, which
Like
they've
you're
been
saying,
doing
Michael,
all game.
they're struggling to stop the run. It's been the most important part. I think they're now being a little too cautious. They're afraid of that ball getting behind them, those deep passes, but we'll see South Haven going for the conversion here. And there's the throw, and it's caught. Schroeder brings that one down. Oh, boy, is he a threat in the red zone. 36 to 8 Patriots. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Folks, do not go anywhere. We will be back in just a second. You're watching the 2026 Black Bear Brawl. And we're back as there's another. And this time South Haven recovers the football and they finally get the onside kick back.
Yep, PAC looked like they had it, but bobbled it as he was going down on it. Wound up getting kicked out of the way, and South Haven just jumped right on top of it.
It looks like that one it got caught in between his legs and shot it right the other side, and they were able to chase that ball down and get the one ball back. So what looked like a potential flipping of tables situation is now turned into a dominating performance from South Haven, but we'll get a timeout here from the Panthers just to talk things over. Pretty large crowd out there for both these teams. I didn't even notice, but a lot of fans, parents, friends, family out there here to watch both these teams.
Absolutely. I mean, it's traveling for both of them, and, you know, especially with the weather, there's usually not a good traveling crowd, but this one's surprising now. They're starting to file in more and more.
Yeah, this one's pretty solid, especially with the rain slowly fading away.
Fans on the home side of the stadium, closest to Rocky Top, Tom's Coffee is here with all kinds of great, unique flavors of some hometown coffee.
So after that timeout, we'll see what PAC does differently to potentially sneak their ways back into this football game.
Yeah, once again, though, they gave South Haven a short field to work with, so the defense really needs to buckle down here.
And Michael, what do you want to see from them? Is it passing? Is it running?
From South Haven?
Excuse me, pardon me. Sorry, I got to rephrase that. What do you want to see from the Panthers to, get back into this game offensively?
It starts in the trenches. I want to see them just tighten up and start showing some grit there. I mean, I'm not saying they're not trying. It's just the intensity on both sides is different. And that could be a good way to start it.
That's a great way. That is a fumble that was recovered by Sam Hill, but a loss of 10 there for the Patriots. There's a little something, and maybe that's the first time we've seen the Panthers really make a stop here.
Yeah. Let's see if they can just keep up that pressure right at the middle. Look like they had their nose guard stacked right on top of the center.
The Patriots, the passing game has worked all game. The running game has worked. Sam Hill has really made a name for himself here today. He is the best player out there on the field that we've seen today, along with Atkinson. As Hill's going to flick that one to Atkinson. Atkinson will get by. He's still on his feet, still running. He's very quick, steps through, and he scores. It's almost too easy for Sam Hill and Cade Atkinson as they connect for another beautiful play, and that's another 6 points for the Patriots. It is now 42-8.
Once again, another wrinkle that, honestly, I didn't see coming was that option play instead of just a straight handoff.
I definitely did not see that one coming. I thought Sam Hill was going to run that, and Atkinson was going to lead with that running block, but instead, no, it was a little flip pass to him. So we thought we'd seen it all, but it's like Key and Peele skits. There's always one you have never seen, and we just saw it there. Hill's got Starnes and Carter, both sides. He's going to throw this one, lofts it up to nobody, as nobody was in the area to go get that one. And it looks like Starnes ran the wrong route on that play there. But right now, score with just under 5 minutes remaining, 42-8. Once again, folks, you're watching the Black Bear Crawl here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, 2026. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Another onside attempt, and they will not. Oh, they do get it. They get it. So Sam Hill, once again, doing it all. He'll recover the ball. It will be Patriots football once again.
Like I said earlier, people sleep on special teams, but that is now 2 extra possessions that South Haven's gotten back-to-back just to put the ball in the end zone or try to again.
And it's not like South Haven's defense is really doing anything insane. It's just the offense and the special teams have been so good.
Well, we haven't seen their defense in the last 2 possessions.
Yeah. Really running back. It's number 11, Cannon Carter. That'll be a nice positive play there for the Panthers defense.
Yep, props to Carter. He saved a play that could have potentially been a bigger loss, and instead only took a 2-yard loss on that.
So we'll get an injured Panther out there on the field as they look to attend to him. So like you were saying, now we're just haven't even seen much of the Panthers offense because they cannot even get the ball back due to these onside kicks, and you see the frustration through both the offense and the defense. They're talking things over. They are being absolutely dominated in this game on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, and just when that PAC offense looked like it started to get a little bit of momentum, things, you know, even though it was just one deep pass for that touchdown, it looked like they were finally on the same page. And to now not have 2 possessions in a row, I mean, that can quickly take you out of sync, even losing 1 possession.
We'll take a quick break here. We work with this injury timeout. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the 2026 Black Bear Brawl. Well, welcome back here. Once again in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And you did hear me earlier. This is the salamander capital of the world. Little fun fact I found out last year. There's actually a plaque in the hotel we're staying at with a giant salamander on it that shows it. And they're all over eastern Tennessee. Just kind of how South Haven is all over the Panthers here in this football game. Hill to take the snap. He's going to look to throw. He'll toss this one over the left-hand side to Peyton Sliger. Sliger, one of the better players on this team, and we have not really seen much of him this game just because of how stacked this offense is.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Hill has weapons, and he's starting to spread it around now.
If you watched the replay on that last play, you'll see Atkinson, you know, contributing to this game. When he doesn't even have the ball in his hands, he kind of set a little screen up there for Sliger to allow him to break free off to the left-hand side. You just see that creativity on the route running. That's what has really killed this Panthers team.
Yeah, absolutely. And Atkinson, like I was saying at the beginning, Atkinson is one of those players you have to respect where he's at and what he's doing on the field, or else he'll burn you. But props to the coaching staff for using that.
There's
favor.
Hill taking advantage of the run. He's still on his feet. They can't bring him down. Hill will score. Touchdown, Patriots. But there's a flag on the play. Looks like they may be moving back. Looks like it could have been either an illegal block or a holding. So we take a look at that replay. Sam Hill, you cannot bring him down easily. It looks like they'll come back here. So breaks through the first 3 tackles, and it looks like a blocking on the black there. It's going to be on Schroeder. And, you know, he kind of had to make that play because it looks like Hill is going to get caught up with, you know, if he didn't.
Yeah, and that's the thing, though. I mean, I get it. You're trying to keep your quarterback from taking extra hits, but he'll just put his shoulder and his head down and deliver the blows too. He doesn't actually take many hits.
You know, this is an important down here, though. They have him at 3rd and 1.
It'd be big if this PAC defense can actually stand up right here, dig their heels in.
South Haven has converted on 100% of first downs in today's football game.
Yep. Watch Caden Atkinson get this ball right up the middle.
I want to rephrase what I said. They have converted on 3rd down at a 100% rate in this football game today, as they just did it again there. That's another first down. He's got an injured Panther coming off the field. Looks like that's Sammy Schultz. He'll make his way over to the tent.
Even though they got that first right there, PAC can still dig their heels in and make a stop on this drive.
And again, they just keep moving the chains, this Patriots team. Rumor has it they don't even have a punter.
I wouldn't be shocked. It doesn't look like they're going to need one much this year.
Here's Hill. He's got a man open. It's Atkinson once again. He's still going to escape tackles. Still on his feet. They need 4 Panthers just to bring him down.
Atkinson for 13 yards and a first down.
He is dominant.
And they have Atkinson is just another one, just another dynamic player. I mean, he can catch the ball, he can run the ball. And when your linebackers are a step slow covering him out of the backfield, that is going to happen 90% of the time.
And you know, once he breaks free to that sideline, you're not going to stop him. That's the thing.
No, he has the agility and the balance to tiptoe on that sideline. He also has the strength to put his head down and knock you off of him. And as a runner or even a pass catcher, that is a huge attribute to have.
Here's Carter and Starnes lined up alongside. Again, as this one is knocked away, Schroeder could not hold on to the ball.
That was a good breakup by Evan Watt, who came over just to bat the ball away.
You know, if that ball was batted up into the air for a second longer, that could have been an interception over there on the end zone.
And that would have been a big play by the defense. Even now, though, even with it just being a pass breakup, that was a big play.
Definitely. You have a little bit more momentum. You know, at least you don't give up another long touchdown pass.
Yeah, it doesn't completely stop the slide, but it gives you a little bit of traction.
Would have been the 3rd longest pass Hill has thrown today. The first 2 longer ones, both were touchdown plays. Here's Hill signaling with his sideline. And we'll get a timeout called.
On the field.
I believe that was the Patriots calling the timeout. I want to talk things over. Before they do anything, we'll go to a quick break while we wait for this timeout. Don't go anywhere. We will be back here shortly. Well, we're back here. 45 seconds remaining on the clock. Can South Haven punch it in one more time? And there's that nice little flick over to Atkinson. Atkinson will break free. He's going to be tripped up, though. We're in front of the 20. His time winds down on the clock. Will they go no huddle? Looks like they will. They'll keep the tempo going. So here's Hill. He's got his favorite targets of the day so far. Schroeder and Carter lined up to his right. Atkinson, the running back, to his left. And it's a flick over to Carter. Carter is going to get wrapped up by multiple defenders. His time winds down. We'll get another timeout here.
That was a big stop and a big drive back by PAC.
Absolutely. They are making sure they do not break free to those sidelines.
Yep, and with 6 seconds left, they're just trying to keep them out of the end zone so they can get the ball back the next half without another score added.
So it's important just to see how the Panthers can hold them off with this last stint here. Important also to know, coming up after this game, we have Lighthouse Homeschool taking on Tri-Cities Christian Academy. Should be a pretty fun game. After we're wrapped up here with this one, if the Patriots keep playing the way they've been playing all game, this one should be wrapped up pretty quickly. An important thing to point out, what our producer just told us, 35 points or more after halftime is mercy rule.
Looks like a false start on South Haven.
Flag on the field.
So this game could be over a lot sooner than we think. They lead by 34 points, so a score here would enforce that mercy rule. Crazy to think that, Michael.
Yeah, absolutely, and I've witnessed it firsthand. When you're down coming out of the half with that hot clock rolling, it is hard to come back. And PAC needs to stop them here if they want to stay in it, or I'm afraid the clock is literally going to be their biggest enemy.
Absolutely. Hill. He's got Schroeder out to the right.
I think he's going to try to put it in the end zone right here.
And he will. All receivers running in there. He'll launch this one. Atkinson will catch it. He'll try to stay on his feet, and he does not get there. Cade Atkinson. He almost snuck it in there, but he was stopped just short. What an effort. Couldn't do it. Better effort there from the Panthers, just to not allow him to get in there, and they'll hold on for a little longer. Wow, he was off by inches. What a first half. If you love offense and if you love the Patriots, the Panthers, they've got a lot of work to do, folks. Do not go anywhere. You are watching the 2026 Black Bear Brawl. As we'll go to halftime, we'll get a performance from the Panthers cheer squad. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back here shortly.
Rachel Diggins, Anna Zoletta, Milena Picorio, Ava Bemis, and Tabitha Andres. Let's hear it for your cheerleaders. Fans, when you get a chance, on the home sideline, over toward Rocky Top, there is Tom's Coffee. All kinds of good, unique coffee flavors. A little bit of local coffee never hurt anybody. Looks like we're going to be here a little late tonight for some games. A good shot of caffeine to get you right.
Hey, you know there's one up here, right? What is that? What's that? Far in?
face mask against the Patriots. Be first down and 10 Panthers on the 42-yard line.
Yes, sir. Unless that model, like you said, unless that model's damaged. Sounds good.
Bennett to Spate for the touchdown, Panthers. Two-point conversion is no good. Your score, Patriots 42, Panthers 14.
Hill, he can really sling it.
Absolutely, and he's going to see that.
So Hill, once again, 2 guys lined up to his left and his right. He's going to look to hand this one off to Atkinson again. Atkinson will break free. He'll get over to the sideline for a gain of a couple there.
4 yards on the carry. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4 situation for South Haven. And Michael, once again, they've converted on every 3rd down today. Will this be the point where the Panthers get a stop?
For their sake, I hope so. I hope this is where they start to turn things around. For South Haven, I mean, it's 3rd and 4. They have plenty of options. They can run the ball. They can pass the ball here. So it's going to be a little hard to predict. Now, watch, you've got Kate Atkinson lined up in the slot over there.
They're playing a little off him. This is going to be taken by Hill. Hill will barely pick up the yardage. It looks like he got there, and he did.
Yep, they gave him a good spot there.
Yeah.
Didn't get it by much, but hey.
He got it.
That first set of 3 downs, PAC took away the big plays that we always saw when they were coming out of that drive for South Haven. And like we were talking about earlier, little bites, little baby steps, and I'm not upset by it.
And again, when we were in break, you were talking about the amount of weapons that this Patriots team has. You were saying last year was more just Atkinson, but now you got guys like Schroeder, you've guys like Carter, Sliger. I mean, just a lot of guys who can really become a threat offensively.
Yeah, and they were all guys that were there before, but, you know, at least so far in this game, it looks like they've taken that next step. You know, being better, having better hands, being sure on the routes. So it looks like it's finally gelling for more than just, you know, Caden Hill. And if it stays that way throughout the season, this is going to be a very dynamic offense to watch. A very fun offense to watch, too.
So I believe that's the first defensive offsides we've seen from the Panthers this game, which is pretty crazy to think, considering, I mean, it's been such a one-sided game. It really just goes to show it's not really even penalties. It's all skill.
Yeah, and, you know, I can blame that one on the defense finally having some energy and being excited and, you know.
That's great pressure there from the defense. It's number 79, Dylan Stacks.
Yeah, that looked to be only the second pass all game that Hill hasn't been able to completely set his feet for, and you saw the result. The ball dropped a little bit short.
Stacks really pressuring the quarterback there, getting big in his face. You know, he definitely could have knocked that ball down. So I watched the replay there. He had his hands right then and there. And he's starting to break through now.
Yeah, it could be just an effect of, you know, his size and putting pressure on that line, but at the same time, maybe that halftime speech that they probably got from their coaches lit a fire under him.
Great defense once again there.
Yeah, we're finally seeing some energy and excitement from that PAC defense.
So now we have another 3rd down situation. 3rd and what looks like 5 or 6. 2nd and, no, 6 yards. Maybe 3 yards. Three to 6 yards. Let's give it that. Somewhere in that vicinity.
Yeah, for this Patriots offense, 6 yards can be looked at like 3 yards, at least today.
There you go. Hill's going to go for it there. It's going to be underthrown, though, and dropped. And they will not convert on 3rd down, and we'll see what they do here.
Pass is incomplete.
Yeah, this is the first fourth down we've seen from South Haven.
So they're going to elect to go for it here. What do you want to see maybe in this play? Is this an Atkinson? Is this ball going to maybe Sliger? Who's it going to here?
My money is going to be on Atkinson, but I have been wrong before.
What we have seen is Hill taking it himself. Definitely a possibility with the way they're lined up. No, this might be a punt. No, it's not a punt. What am I saying? It's the Patriots.
Oh,
No, they're going for it. It is Atkinson. You were right. Will he get there?
are they going to give him the roll or not?
Yes, it looks like they will. Barely. Oh, wow. Well, look at that replay. What a play there. They were able to just sneak through and get it. Bold move. I like it going to Atkinson, though. Again, you know, he's been so good all game. He barely scrapes by. So Patriots will continue to control, and Sam Hill will continue his drive.
Yeah, it looks like now they're starting to work that clock a little bit.
Important factor here. So approaching 6 to go in the second half and the third. This Hill now will launch that one. It's going to bounce off the face of Atkinson. Smart move, actually, to not catch that one. Let that one drop down. He was surrounded by white jerseys.
Yeah, it looked like they were attempting a screen there, and it just kind of blew up in their faces a little bit. And then he'll ding that ball right off of Atkinson's face mask.
We really haven't seen any screen plays in this football game. You know, I think a team that would benefit from some screens is maybe the Panthers.
Normally I would agree with you, but there hasn't been a whole lot of pressure on the quarterback. And without that pressure, a screen's not going to do a whole lot of good.
True, yeah. They've been reading it really well on both sides. And it looks like the Panthers almost saw that screen coming from the Patriots. It is hard to tell what they are going to do. They tend to line up the same on many of the plays.
Nice little jump cut there by Hill.
Sam Hill loses his helmet. We get to see his lower taper fade. So now Hill will come out of the game for a split second and catch a breather. We'll see who is going to replace him at the quarterback position. And it looks like it's going to be Atkinson. Will we see a wildcat formation here, Michael?
Yeah. It doesn't look like it. Looks like that's their standard offensive set, but with Cade back there, you never know.
And we'll see if Cade can throw the ball as well. He's going to hand this one off to Starnes, and Starnes is going to get wrapped up. It's going to be fumbled and scooped up by the Panthers, but there's a flag on the play. Referee's pointing at the spot of the foul.
They might also call it down here before the fumble. Yep, they rolled it down.
Okay. So Patriots are going to hold on to the ball. So holding on the offense, 10-yard penalty.
That's going to put them at 3rd and 15.
Oof. So this is going to be tough for the Patriots. They'll send out Sam Hill.
Yeah, but watch them treat this like it's 2nd down and work 3rd and 4th if they don't get it here.
That's a good point. You got to think they have a lot of chances because they typically are going to go for it. Hill looking. He'll throw it. He's got Sliger. Sliger.
We're looking at 4th and 11.
Gain of 5 on the play. They'll make it about 4th down and 10.
So it's going to send Sam Hill off the field once again. So great defense. The best defense we've seen from the Panthers all game on this drive.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if South Haven lines up as a fake punt again, or they just outright go for it. But this is one of the biggest downs of the game so far for PAC's defense. Because if they can get a stop here, they're already in plus yardage. They're setting their offense up for success right away.
Especially if you can convert on this. Still got some time to work with as Hill is going to send this one up in the air, and it's going to be knocked away. Atkinson won't be able to bring this one down. A turnover on downs. So the Panthers finally get a stop here, and Patrick, Bennett, and co. will get to work. And they've got a lot of it to do.
Now, that's something to be proud of is that for that PAC defense. Made a good stand. Force some negative plays, which is big for right now. And even bigger, it kept South Haven from running more time off that clock. As it stands, they already ran almost 9 minutes off.
So we were talking about him earlier. Ezekiel Spate, actually an 8th grader, making his way onto the field.
Yep, he's lined up right there at the bottom of your screen.
And he already's got some size to him as an 8th grader, so crazy to see he's playing at this level at his age as this one's gone up, and it looks like a pass interference. Pass interference called on Jackson Starnes.
And even that, Evan Watt almost came up with that ball still.
Neil Bennett, he put that right in his chest.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We'll get an automatic first down. The Panthers looking good. Right now, that connection also looking good. I mean, that was a beautifully thrown ball. So good to see.
First and 10 on the 20-yard line for the Panthers.
The Panthers, first and 10 on the 20-yard line.
Yeah, coming out of half, Bennett definitely looks a lot more settled, looks a lot more confident and comfortable with this position.
Like you were saying, Michael, setting his feet, going through his reads. So he'll do it here. He looks, he's going to throw, and this one's going to be way short. Looks like there was some pressure on the play.
Yep, South Haven was getting some pressure on him, forced him to throw off his back foot. Which, as a quarterback, that is not something you really ever want to do unless you've got some serious arm strength. And not many high schoolers have that arm strength.
So Bennett is going to be out there. He's just going to look to utilize some of his weapons. He's got Silas Cook, a junior. He's going to line up on the inside. Again, the 8th grader, Spate, still far on that left side.
You've got Evan Watt out there at the top of your screen.
You know, if I'm Bennett, I'd definitely be looking for Watt first.
Yeah, I mean, he's big frame. He's 6 foot. I mean, 6 foot, 165 pounds. That's hard to beat as a receiver.
And there he goes, straight to him, and Watt's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. And if they can get the conversion here, it will be only a 3-score ball game.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for him to keep this comeback going.
It's been a disciplined drive. It's been disciplined football for the Panthers in this second half. They are playing the game very, very smart.
Absolutely. I don't know what the coaches said to him at halftime, but it seems to be working.
So I'll buy you some CC's pizza if you guys figure it out.
Can't go wrong with CC's.
Looks like a timeout called. as the Panthers were looking to go for the field goal. We'll take a short break here as we'll be back to see if they can convert this field goal. Panthers get on the board. Your score, 42-20. And we're back. Here's Bennett to take the kick. And right between the wickets. First field goal we've seen today. It's good. So, again, only a 3-score ball game.
(42-21).
So you're saying there's a chance.
Always a chance.
Always a chance. A lot of time left. Still 3 minutes to go in this quarter. And then a whole nother quarter of football. If you could somehow get a very quick stop, get the ball back, I'd say they're in really good shape.
Yeah, absolutely. And what South Haven's going to try and do right now is try to control that clock and manage the downs.
Yeah,
and it's with a run game like they have, it's going to be difficult. Not impossible, but difficult.
Very difficult, especially if Atkinson, you know, if you're the Patriots, you just got to feed it to him and just say, hold on to the ball and just go very slow, one down at a time.
Yeah,
just
I think you're going to start seeing a lot of Atkinson and a lot of Hill coming from South Haven.
That ball is caught and a very good return. Very good tackle, too, to break that up as Saunders Kane stuck his hand in there.
And good thing you did. I mean, they're already in plus territory on the good side of the 50 there, and that's what they didn't necessarily need to do on special teams to give them plus yardage. But if that defense holds like they did that last drive, I think we'll be all right.
You said it.
Oh, this is going right to Atkinson.
And you called it. It will go to Atkinson. Atkinson got a nice little chunky yardage there. Might be just shy of the first down.
Yeah, that was a good gain of 8 right there.
Second in inches. 2 inches. 2 yards.
Yeah, they got to get to the 43 or the 37.
My depth perception is quite off, as you can see.
They can see. Can you?
Yeah, I don't think I can. It's a good thing I'm not out there throwing the football. Here's Hill. Off to Atkinson. Atkinson, a beautiful block there from Hill, giving Atkinson the space, and he will waltz into the end zone. There's a flag on the play.
That's going to be coming back.
Oh, what a block there, though, from Hill.
And we've been saying it all game. He is not afraid to put his head down.
Oh, wow. And Hill absolutely putting his body on the line. Yeah, that one is
Still a
coming back.
big gain, still a first down.
Yeah. Man, I mean, Atkinson is such a good football player. He really does have incredible balance, too, when he gets to the sideline. And even if you try to take a swipe at his feet, he doesn't go down easily. It's difficult.
Yeah, and I mean it's not like he's a small guy either. Like he's good size. He's stocky. He's got a lot of strength. And add the speed and the balance on top of that.
Hill's going to take this one himself. He'll run in, and he'll get within the 5. So Sam Hill goes inside the 5. First and goal, Patriots. Atkinson talking things over from coach really quick. Will not be surprised if they go to him here.
Oh, absolutely not.
Whether it's the throw or on the run, he's going to line up on the very far. No, excuse me. He'll line up right alongside Hill. Hill's not even going to be on the ball, though. It'll be Atkinson taking the snap, so Atkinson will take this one himself. He'll break free. Still on his feet. I mean, the control is absolutely insane. He is almost impossible to bring down. Touchdown, Patriots.
Yeah, the field vision on that one. He saw his hole was closed up, saw an opening on the outside, and took off.
I mean, that should have been stopped right there in front, but you just can't bring him down easily. He sidestepped, and again, he went and found that outside. (48-21). Panthers showing some signs of life, but the Patriots just continuing their performance. It's hard to stop a team that just continuously keeps scoring the football.
Absolutely. When they take the safety guards off that offense, it is a hard thing to stop.
It's good to see football back. A couple more weeks and we'll start seeing some more college football. A month or so and we'll start seeing the really good games as well. Not far out from NFL season starting. We just saw a pretty entertaining Hall of Fame game with quite the quarterback duel between Carson Beck and Kenny Pickett as Sam Hill is going to throw that one, but it's going to be blocked down by Evan Watt. We'll take a quick break here. Approaching the end of the second quarter. Your score, Patriots 48, Panthers 21. We'll be right back.
How much you want to bet it's an onside kick here?
Surprise, surprise. They actually didn't recover it this time, though. I got to say, Panthers doing a pretty good job at stopping that onside kick.
Yeah, I mean, they gave up 2, but those 2 resulted in scores, too. I mean, that's a 14-point swing right there.
Now, do you think this onside kick is something that we'll continue to see the rest of the season, or do you think it'll start to die down a little?
No, I see them doing it every kickoff, every game.
No, really?
Absolutely.
Really? It's definitely a bold move, but you got to think their kicker has it perfected by now.
Yeah, and, you know, the way their defensive play has played, And if they can steal 2 possessions because of that, it's worth doing it 14, 15 times.
Here's Bennett lofting that one up. What a throw and what a catch. Was he inside?
They're going to rule it a catch.
That was caught. That's how you throw the football, and that's how you play the quarterback position. That was beautiful. We'll watch that again on the replay. Fake the handoff. I mean, it doesn't get prettier than that.
Was that number 7 McFarland?
I believe so. That was a beautiful throw. And you see if he can continue playing like that the rest of the season, this Panthers team is going to be A-okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's the first game of the season. No one wants to drop it, but, you know, this second half, they're looking a lot better. And if they can just build off of it, I see their season going very well.
You know, now he's looking more comfortable. Even with the handoffs, you can see he's almost like he's reached flow state.
Got a little bit of swagger to him now.
Yeah, yeah.
5-yard carry on the play. That'll take us the end of the third quarter.
Well, that's going to do it for the third quarter. Your score 48-21 in favor of the Patriots. Bennett cooking up a little drive here as he just put one in the breadbasket. Folks, don't go anywhere. You're watching the 2026 Gatlinburg Black Bear Brawl. Welcome back, folks, to beautiful Eastern Tennessee. Up here in the Smoky Mountains. What a beautiful city this is in Gatlinburg, not too far from Pigeon Forge. You got Dollywood, the Ripley Aquarium. And you've got 8-man football. Here's a nice little run. And right now, the Panthers putting together something special here. They're moving the chains. Saunders Kane. First down in the red zone for the Panthers. We haven't heard much of that today. We'll see if they can put something together. Bennett. He's got Caden low. And they'll run one in. It's Bennett extending. He couldn't get there, but he's going to pick up some yardage. And they're going to be right inside. First and goal for the Panthers.
First and goal on the 2. That is right where they want to be.
The 8th grader, Ezekiel Spate, lining up to the left, but they'll just run this one inside, and they will score. Touchdown, Panthers! And none other than the quarterback himself. So Patrick Bennett, he'll score the touchdown for the Panthers, and now your score 48-27. We'll settle for the field goal here. It's Patrick Bennett to boot this one through. He's 1 for 1 on the day. That one almost got blocked, but it doesn't. It's 2 for 2. So a 20-point football game. 11 minutes left. Still down by a good amount here, but there is still some time.
Their offense is scoring quick since the second half started. We just need their defense to make quick stops to give them an opportunity to complete the comeback.
And the Patriots, Cade Atkinson is making it very hard for them to do so. And I believe he will continue to make it very hard for them to do so the rest of this football game.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to see a lot of Cade Atkinson running the ball, I think. You'll see their quarterback Hill. You'll see him sprinkled in there some, but I'm sure Coach Crowley's not going to put him at risk unless they absolutely have to.
So the Panthers electing for the traditional kickoff attempt. Oh, and excuse me, they'll do an onside. Will they get it? But it's swallowed up by the Patriots. I got to just stop talking because they completely fooled me on that one. It was a good attempt, though. Didn't have much speed on that kick there. I think if maybe you bounce that one a little harder and maybe try to get that one up in the air, you maybe could have fooled them. They definitely caught me off guard, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And another thing to consider, too, some of these kickers, unless you practice kicking on turf, the ball doesn't bounce the same on turf as it does real grass.
Yeah. The onside kick. It's actually something I've practiced before. So I spent my fair share of time playing kicker in high school. It's not easy, as Sam Hill making some not easy moves as he gets leveled and stopped right then and there. But the onside kick, it really just depends. You know, you got to see how people are lined up. Typically, you like to aim at one guy. It's not easy sometimes to get just the right dip and the right spin on the ball.
No, definitely not. And an inch up or down on your kick, too, will completely change it.
Absolutely. Just even the slightest. It's very similar to soccer. You know, if you lean back, you lean forward, it's physics. It completely changes the trajectory of where the ball goes. So you really got to be careful and make sure you're hitting that ball just right. And here's Sam Hill, though, and the Patriots looking for the dagger here. It's Atkinson with the ball. He's going to bull rush his way through multiple defenders.
Dragging two guys along with him.
So just under 10 minutes remaining in the football game. Panthers down by 20 here. It's 48-28, and if you can just stop the run, you might have a chance in this football game. But it's going to be easier said than done.
Absolutely. As South Haven has proved this entire game.
Here's Hill, launches one, up high, Schroeder, caught. He's brought down at the 7. Not what you want to do if you are the Panthers, but Hill delivers a beauty down that right-hand sideline, and Schroeder puts the Patriots in striking range.
That was a beautiful catch by Schroeder, too. Two defenders right in his face. He was still able to get up and grab that ball.
Schroeder kind of reminds me of a receiver who played in the NFL but was better in college, Preston Williams. Bit of a taller guy, definitely a deeper threat. They didn't really go to him on short plays as Sam Hill is going to run this one in, and he fumbles it. He might have been down first. And he was down, they say, right at the 1. But yeah, I got to say, Schroeder reminded me a lot of Preston Williams back in college. A deep threat. You don't see him kind of making those plays, almost like a tight end in a sense, but you're going to go to him if you need a large chunk play, and that's what that guy does.
Just a reliable set of hands on that offense. And every quarterback needs one of those.
Absolutely. It's a team game. There's a lot to be thankful for if you're Hill when you just have so many weapons, especially with that guy standing to his right, Cade Atkinson. They'll hand it off to Atkinson, and no surprise, Atkinson will sneak in. Touchdown, Patriots, and the Panthers, they cannot stop the run, and that looks like this ball game will be slipping away from the Panthers.
Yeah. Well, we were just talking about how if they could stop the run and then they drop that deep pass on them.
It's the ground and the air attack have been quite tremendous today. They've been really, really solid, and that has been the demise for the Panthers.
Yeah, I'll say the difference in the game has been execution. From start to finish, South Haven has executed offensively, defensively, their sets and their plays almost to perfection every time. And even when they haven't, you've got guys like Cade Atkinson that can see the open spots in the field, and he still finds them.
Couldn't really see what the ref signaled from here. Flag on the field, though.
That'll back him up 5 yards. They'll replay the try.
Looks like a false start on the Patriots. So they'll walk back 5 yards. Then they'll try again here for the 2-point conversion. And if you're the Panthers, you can only expect maybe it's to Atkinson. They'll loft one to him. He'll catch it. Tackle is not made, and if you're number 2 on the Panthers, you cannot be happy if you watch the footage back. Saunders Kane almost avoided contact. Didn't try to make the tackle. Easy 2-point conversion for Atkinson.
It's almost like he expected to knock that ball out when he just stuck his shoulder in there, but you've got to follow through. You've got to follow through. You can't just assume that you're going to knock a ball out or you're going to knock them over.
It's almost every sport you got to follow through too, you know? Basketball, tennis, golf. Have to follow through with the play because you can never expect a guy like Atkinson to drop the ball, let alone, but even go down on a small hit like that so easily. And that's the one thing coaches hate the most too.
Absolutely. I get where he's headed. He thinks he's making a big play by doing that, but in reality, you're not doing the simple things that you're coached on.
You know, I never got yelled at playing football. I mean, I played definitely the softest position, but when I played hockey, I'll tell you what, my coach was tremendously furious when we would avoid contact. And especially in a game like football, you have to look for the contact. That is a nice catch there as the onside attempt is no good.
Panthers recover the kick.
Looks like that is Connor Booknight. So the Panthers, we'll see if the offense can continue to look hot as they've been tremendous in this second half.
Yeah, the second half, this offense has had quite a few just quick strike plays.
It almost looks cleaner than the Patriots. I'm not saying better, but cleaner. It looks very fundamental. It looks like they're really very careful. You said it earlier. I think methodical was the word you used to describe the way they play. They're very delicate in the offense, and that's a nice throw. Ball to look back to grab it. Nice defense there, though, from the Patriots. Cannon Carter knocks that one down. But yeah, Patrick Bennett looks a lot more comfortable. He's really stepping into his throws, like you were saying. He's going through his reads. They'll be just fine.
Yeah, and as the season progresses, I mean, we saw the difference between the first and the second half. And as the season drags on, you're just going to see him be more and more confident, more and more sure in his arm and his feet. and he's going to start delivering some wonderful balls over the season.
He's a smart player. Just those pregame jitters can sometimes throw you off. And you want to just keep that momentum as Evan Watt will go in motion. Bennett, he'll loft one out. That one's overthrown just over the top of Gavin Taylor.
Pass is incomplete. It'll be third down and 10.
I want to see a lot more of Gavin Taylor, not only in this game, but the rest of the season. I definitely would like to see Bennett try to hit Ezekiel Spate one of these routes, the 8th grader. He's a young guy out there. Right now he's just kind of running routes. They haven't really gone to him. Love to see something from him.
Absolutely, and if he can hold up, I think he can be a solid contributor.
Oh, I know Bennett's going to be frustrated.
Pass is incomplete. It'll be fourth and 10.
2 balls overthrown to Gavin Taylor. Fourth and 10. They're going to go for it here. You have to if you're the Panthers. Only 7:40 remaining in this. 7:30 remaining in this game. Down by 28. He'll run out to his right. He'll throw one, and again, incomplete. Gavin Taylor at least able to get his hand on it. That one was still thrown a little high in the air. Now, if you're Taylor, I'd like to see him try going up with 2 hands. It seems like he really likes going up for that one-hand grab. You really got to just attack that because I know he's a tall guy. I don't think that ball was that overthrown on that play.
No, but at the same time, you have 4 passes, 4 overthrown balls, even on that screen pass. I just think he was trying to get a hand on it. And if he's not expecting it to be that high, which they haven't been, this is the first series where he's overthrown 4 balls like that since the second half rolled over. And if you're not expecting it, I mean.
Yeah, he's definitely, you can tell he's frustrated. He's got great hands. It's just sometimes you got to, the quarterback, you got to help him out. It's going to be a run to Atkinson, and Atkinson is going to break free. He'll stutter step. He'll stay on his feet. He'll be brought down. He's so patient.
Yeah, he does really good at waiting for his blocks to develop and then finding seams and planting the foot and committing to it. He doesn't haphazardly commit to a hole or a cut. When he makes up his mind, he just does it.
I don't even want to compare him to anybody in the NFL because I feel like his play style is very unique in its own. And, you know, like you were saying, he does wait for the proper cut. He does kind of pause, too, when he's about to really take off and get into space. You could, I guess you could say Le'Veon Bell, just the way he sidesteps and
or even just
waits.
maybe a little bulkier. Oh, there goes Atkinson again.
Oh, my goodness. Atkinson is just overpowering. He is so talented. I mean, you see glimpses of, I guess I could say Devon A-Chain in him a little too, just how versatile he is. He can go ahead and make catches, you know, almost like a receiving back like we see out of Alvin Kamara. Go on A-Chain, he can just really go up and grab it, but he's also very hard to bring down.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
a little bit of everything.
Very well-rounded back.
Yeah. I think, too, in high school football, it's very important to have a guy who can play sort of the receiving back position. It really helps out your quarterback, too. If you get into trouble, you could just use that little check down. And I think that's what he really brings to the table, too.
Yeah, almost like a bulkier Dexter McCluster.
Oh, that's a throwback.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dexter McCluster. That was a really good running back room back in the day with Jamal Charles
Absolutely.
and Dexter McCluster. That was, I believe that was the Alex Smith days too, correct?
I think right before Alex Smith.
Right before. Well, folks, don't go anywhere. We will go to break. You are watching the 2026 Gatlinburg Black Bear Brawl. Here's Hill. Fumbles the pass for a second. He's just going to take this one and run off onto the sideline there, avoiding a dangerous play. This game just about over, approaching 6 minutes remaining. So we get set for our next game later with Lighthouse Home School versus Tri-Cities Christian Academy. Definitely got to say, after watching this game, you want to really look at who is the best player out there today. Michael, you can agree or disagree. I really think it's got to go to the quarterback for South Haven, Sam Hill.
Absolutely. I will agree with you on that one 100%. He has done everything. He's ran the ball in. He's thrown the ball. He's been very confident. And on top of that, he's made a lot of big stops on defense.
And you could also bring up the fact that what about Atkinson? I mean, of course, you'd love to give it to Atkinson, but I think just Hill really is what brings this offense to the next level. Without Hill, Atkinson, he can't find those gaps. He can't. Well, I guess he can break away. He's incredibly talented and athletic, but the rest of the receivers, Hill brings it all together, and he can run it in himself. Also, on the other side of the ball, he's making tackles left and right.
Absolutely, absolutely. And don't forget the big blocks he's thrown down.
So we'll get a turnover right there in front of the end zone. We also have a changing quarterback. Out there's number 63.
Recovered by the Panthers. It'll be first down.
I'll try to find the name for it. Don't believe we have him rostered here. But looks like that might be the end of the day for Sam Hill. Would love to know what he's at passing yard wise.
Your guess is as good as mine, but I know it's a lot.
It's definitely a lot, I would say. I think he has 4 touchdown passes.
I want to say 4 myself.
I know a lot of those were scored from runs, but I want to say 4 because I think there was a little check down pass earlier in the game that turned into a touchdown. So I'm going to go I believe he has 4. I mean, he's really been incredible today. His completion rate is really good. There's a nice pass, though, over the top. Evan Watt in stride. He's still going. Atkinson's going to chase him down like a lion hunting down a gazelle in open field. Atkinson, he catches up to him. He did his best DK Metcalf impression, but the connection between Bennett and Watt strikes again.
Yeah, and despite them being down now, Evan Watt has had a great game receiving and has done very well on the DB side with several pass breakups and almost had an interception.
It's a good thing Watt doesn't have side view mirrors because objects appear a lot closer than they appear. Almost like the scene in Jurassic Park where the T-Rex is chasing the Jeep. I mean, that was terrifying if you're Watt, seeing Atkinson come up on you like that and just kind of extend his arms out.
Yep. just another example of Atkinson's speed, too. He was able to catch up with him like that.
Here's Bennett. And that's going to be offside, so Patriots are going to jump there. They'll move the chains a little more and give them a little bit more room to operate.
And I want to give props to this PAC offense, man. They just, even though things haven't gone their way, they've come out in the second half almost a completely different offense, and they have not quit.
Bennett's going to hand it off. And, oh, my goodness, Atkinson. He can do it on defense, too. What a tackle.
You think he heard us talking about him?
Maybe he thought to himself down there, why am I not getting the MVP? Because we were saying that Hill can do it on both sides, but I mean, Atkinson, he also can do it. He came out of nowhere there.
Yeah, absolutely. He made a good read on the ball, see ball, get ball, and that's exactly what he did.
He's an athletic player out there. I was trying to think what college jerseys PAC's jersey reminds me of. I was going to say Penn State, but I actually think it's a little closer to Utah State.
Yeah, Utah State's a little too dark for, like, Washington, but
That's a touchdown for the Panthers.
number 24, Gavin Taylor.
GT bringing it in. He's got great hands. Good little pass there and play also from the Panthers to get Gavin Taylor in the end zone. So making this score a little bit more respectable. So they'll settle for the field goal here, try to make it 56-35. Make it a 21-point football game. Yeah, I guess you could say University of Nevada or Utah State be a similar comparison to these jerseys.
The kick is up, and it is good. That makes your score.
Field goal is good. 56-35. Your Patriots are leading, and it's been a dominating performance from them all game. So we'll see some fresh legs out there for the Patriots, giving some other guys a chance to go out there and throw the football. Bennett will try the onside here, and it is scooped up. Schroeder will control.
Recovers the kick. It'll be first down, Patriots.
So the Patriots now can put this one away here with a couple of first downs. We'll get set for another game after this. We'll see if that one is more evenly matched.
Yeah, Hill and Atkinson are both in there again, so definitely see the combo of the two of them running the rest of this clock out.
We'll keep them going. Maybe that little fumble towards the end was enough for the coach to say, I want to keep in my star guys.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what led to the score, actually. It was a long drive right down the field. Here's Hill handing it off. Brought down. Nice little four-yard gain.
Yeah, nice little run by Cannon Carter.
Cannon Carter, also another underrated name on this offense. Haven't seen much of him, but when he is out there with the ball in his hands, he makes the right play.
Yeah, he's made some plays that made you think, oh, he's running in the wrong direction. But he's made some smart decisions following those. So it seems like he's a little bit younger, but he's learning from those mistakes.
I'll tell you what, I need the energy that these cheerleaders have because I don't think they've stopped cheering this whole game. There's the handoff. Brought down right there in the middle of that helmet. So now under 2 remaining. That clock will continue to wind down. See where they spot the ball.
It looks like South Haven called a timeout.
We'll take a quick break here as we go to timeout. Don't go anywhere as we'll talk about post-game and your game's MVP. We'll be right back. And we're back in this one, and time almost about done. And this looks like this last play here is going to do it. We might just let this one wind down. Excuse me, my clock glitched out for a second on the screen. There's still about 2 minutes left. We'll hand this one off to Atkinson. Atkinson will run in. He'll get the first down. So, talking about, again, MVP of the game. Hill's going to be vital for this Patriots team all year round, and he's going to have a tremendous season ahead of him.
Absolutely. He seems like the for-sure quarterback for this team for the rest of the year. To no surprise by anyone who's watched this. Between him, Atkinson, Schroeder, this team's in good hands, this offense especially.
Panthers they'll have a lot of success as they go on as well. Got a talented squad. They've got some really good guys out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we saw in that second half, how that offense turned it around, made several quick strike touchdowns to try and keep them in the game. Sadly, the defense just could not stop Hill or Atkinson.
As this clock is going to wind down. What a game it's been. A very high-scoring game. It was very fun.
Absolutely. It's not very often you see, a 91-point game.
It really isn't. I mean, I got to say, definitely at the high school and college level, it's definitely a bit more high scoring, but especially from what I've seen in recent years, just watching high school football in general, defense becoming a lot more prominent and disciplined, but the Patriots really showing that their offense, they can let it fly, and it doesn't matter how many points you score on them. If they can beat you in the shootout, they're still going to win that football game.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, folks, that is going to do it. Your final score, the South Haven Patriots putting up 56 points. Providence Athletic Club Panthers, they put up 35. They'll lose this one and fall to the Patriots. Our MVP of the game, Sam Hill. Wow, he is something.
Yeah, definitely. He's going to be fun to watch the rest of the year. I can't wait to see what his final stats are, rushing and passing.
We'll see what they call out there on the field. Coming up next, again, Lighthouse home school versus Tri-Cities Christian Academy. That game is set for 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you want to catch more football here at the Gatlinburg Black Bear Brawl 2026, the fourth annual tournament we've had. If you want to catch more of that, be right back here at 8:15 p.m. It's going to be a fun one. Folks, thank you so much for joining us. We want to thank everybody who made this happen. My partner up here in the booth, Michael May. We had a fun time calling this game. Charlie Sarafian signing off here in beautiful Eastern Tennessee. Don't go anywhere as we'll announce the MVP of the game shortly.
Fans. This young lady becomes the first cheerleader ever to be a four-time All-American, and that is Miss Sophie Hall. And your MVP of the Black Bear Brawl with 241 rushing yards, 99 receiving yards, and 4 touchdowns, number 3, Cade Atkinson. with this award, Cade punches his ticket to the All-American Bowl in December. Fans, we thank you so much for coming out today. We appreciate everybody. Great effort by both teams. We ask if you could clear the field so we can get ready for the nightcap here at the Black Bear Brawl. You're more than welcome to stay for some great football, but if you're headed home,